Hi, this is Michael, and this is my review of the KONA French press. It's a 34 fluid ounce French press. Here's what's in the box. First of all, I do want to say that the French press was packaged pretty safely. It had bubble wrap all around it, so it should be protected pretty well during transportation. They also include a 1 tablespoon measure. This is what you're going to want to use if you want to measure the coffee into the French press. You get a nice little concise user guide here, and it explains the proper procedure to make coffee in your new French press. So this is a plastic exterior. It's kind of an interesting design, kind of cool looking, and it has a nice handle on it. It's very sturdy, feels very sturdy to me. And the top is also plastic. I'm happy to say that this is BPA-free plastics. There are slots here, so you want to make sure those slots are oriented towards the front of the spout when you're actually pouring the coffee. That'll prevent some messes. And the internal pieces here are all stainless steel. Now the screen is it's a pretty nice quality screen. It has a very smooth edge around it, and the edge of the screen actually seems to be folded over on itself. So it does seem to be a good durable screen that won't unravel very easily. However, unlike some of my other French press screens, the inside hole does not have any sort of protection around it, so this could actually start to unravel if you're not careful when you take your screen apart for cleaning. Now another screen that I have on another French press of mine does have like a washer sort of around the inside, and that helps protect it, but this does not. In any case, this is all stainless steel material here. It won't rust. And you just want to be careful when you're handling the screen, because you don't want to get any creases on the edge. Otherwise, that is going to cause coffee to sneak by the screen as you're plunging the screen through the grounds. So this is 34 fluid ounces. Typical coffee recipe usually says 1 tablespoon of ground coffee per 6-ounce cup. And if you read a Starbucks package, they'll actually say 2 tablespoons of coffee per 6 fluid ounce cups. So it really depends on the type of coffee you're using, how strong you like your coffee, and what the grind of your coffee is. You don't want to use a very, very fine grind, because that will cause the plunger action to be very, very slow, because if it's so fine that it clogs up the screen, then the water can't really get through there when you're plunging it. And if you use too coarse of a grind, you're just not going to get a strong enough brew. So somewhere between 1 and 2 tablespoons, and that's just something you have to do by trial and error, I guess. I use a medium coarse grind when I make my French press coffee, and I use 2 tablespoons per 6-ounce cup. So you pour your coffee in here first for 6-ounce cup. This is a 34-ounce container, so basically you want to figure it's about 30 ounces, so you can make 5 6-ounce cups if you make the full thing. So put your coffee in there first, and then you pour in your just off boiling water. I usually fill it right up to about this level here, and then you just gently place the top on, and you let it steep for about 4 minutes, and then you very slowly plunge this down, push all the grounds down to the very bottom, and you don't want to push fast, otherwise coffee could possibly squirt out here. And then once you've got it pressed, you are ready to begin pouring your coffee. For cleanup, I always hand wash, and you don't want to ever put this in a microwave or use this on the stovetop. And a couple other secrets, I usually give my coffee a little bit of a stir once I pour the boiling water in there, but always use a wooden spoon. Don't ever use a metal spoon or anything metal in here, because you could chip and or crack the borosilicate glass. Hand wash, and I don't know what else I can tell you. It works great. It's a very nice quality French press, stainless steel components. I do like that it doesn't wobble. Sometimes on a cheap French press, the shaft will sort of wobble as you push it down, but this has a pretty sturdy little shaft here that it's going through the housing, which is long enough, prevents that from creating an angle. So the secret is, I guess the main thing is to remember is just to put it in straight right at the very top. Don't have this halfway down when you try to put it in, but have it as compressed as you can, and just make sure it's nice and straight when you put it in the very first time. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great